And Industry 4.0, do you believe by preparing yourself or settle down your Industry 4.0 process in your factory or in your process will bring you peace of mind and bring you most benefit, where you can shake leg and then gain all the benefit?
I think the answer is yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
So do you want to know more?
Yes.
Do you want to know more? Yes. Let's Sembang AIoT. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, me and 𝐿𝐸𝐿 again. I'm Cecily here.
Yeah, I'm 𝐿𝐸𝐿.
Nice meeting you guys. Again, those of you who haven't finished celebrating Chinese New Year, 恭喜发财, Happy New Year again. Because the weird thing about Chinese New Year, the greeting can go from the day one or even before day one, from this New Year Eve until today. Today is what? Today is the 14th, you know. Tomorrow is the last day, in fact. Yeah. For some Hokkien, they celebrated for the 9th day after the Bai Ting Gong, they close shop. But for most of people in let's say you are Cantonese or Hakka, they celebrate until the day number 15. Yeah, that is so weird. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching us on this Let's Sembang AIoT channel. Today we are going to talk about Industry 4.0, and then we are going to go back to the very fundamental of Industry 4.0 and how AIoT is going to help in this the whole IR4 process. But before that, yes and no the answer. Maybe we will cover that in the end of the session. By the way, before we start talking about Industry 4.0, let's talk about very fundamental thing like Industrial 4.0. What is this Industry 4.0? What is this Industry 4.0?
Industrial Revolution 4.0.
Yeah, it's talking about Industrial Revolution. Okay, in order to talk about Industrial Revolution, we have to go back to the Industry 0.0. No, 0.0 lah. Okay, 1.0 lah. We start with 1.0. 1.0 talking about what? Now 1.0 talking about steam engine. Yeah, so very discrete manufacturing, because those days are this industrial world. When you step onto the industrial world, we are talking about those process manufacturing. Those are very discrete manufacturing. And then during that time, I think this one is in the 18th to the early 19th century, somewhere there. Yeah. So that is Industrial 1.0, where steam engine or steam is being used as one of the energy source to drive some of this industrial process. Yeah, that's Industry 4.0. Okay, this is the Industry 1.0, not 4.0, sorry. So let's jump to the 2.0. What would be a 2.0?
2.0 is mass production.
Yes, yeah, mass production is a key word in the 2.0. So they use a steam engine, all those things, they go, and the demand, that's related to the demand and supply, So you need more mass production thing in order to gain more profit, in order to keep up with this kind of productivity and so on. So 2.0 talking about the introduction of the electricity onto the manufacturing plant, where you can use electricity. You do not need to rely on steam or engine or steam energy to drive your production anymore. That is the 2.0. But what's special thing about the 2.0 is that by using the electricity, and in one of the so-called video, until now, even some of the factory, right now you go to some of the factory, the metal stamping? Like for example, this kind of parts, some metal stamping part, they are The stamping is a very heavy thing, going down, pound, come up, another one, pound, pound. So it's actually doing some kind of molding and stamping so that the metal parts can be formed into the thing that you want. Those things are still practicing until now. So if you go back to some of the factory inside, you can see, hey, how come 2.0 is still there? Actually, it's still there, not necessarily right now we talk about 4.0 or even 5.0. Yeah, so things is still there, or 2.0. That is the part of where electricity is being fully utilized so that the automation start to becoming more and more popular. That's why we come to this Industry 3.0. What would be a 3.0?
I think 3.0 is the time where the automation starts.
Yes, for electricity, these scientists, all these electronics engineers, researcher who build more electronics thing. Then they have all these things in terms of using in case what you call in the old days automation is done. How does automation being used? They use a relay. There are a lot of relay. Then they wire the relay here and there, and then they put a timer. They count the timer, in order to trigger certain things. So the control board can be huge, can be big, very big, So that's where the programmable automation controller or programmable logic controllers, those ladder logic, right now you can see those ladder logic PLC. That's where PLC is coming to use in the Industry 3.0. All the control, is being replaced by the software or firmware or assembly language that can drive all this kind of logic in the small boxes in the software. This is an Industry 3.0. Of course, Industrial Revolution 3.0 also involve a lot of this computerization. Computerization, I think that is still in the in the end 19th century to early 20th century, somewhere around there. Yeah. So that time, I mean that is my era. That's my era. That is somewhere around. No, before I even graduated, 1991. Before that, 1980 something. This thing has already started. Computerization. Why is this so? Because during that time, you can see Intel, AMD, all those big company. They were able to produce semiconductor thing. That's why the electronic E&E industry being, so vibrant during that time until now. Yeah, until now. That is the part of the Industrial Revolution 3.0. So in the Industrial 3.0, what practically you can see more are automation. There are plenty of automation. There are plenty of automation process, innovation about how to automate, how to speed up the production, productivity, and so on. And then coming to this era, digitalization, Industry 4.0. In fact, 4.0 has been started quite some time ago in 2015, I think. It was designed and then published in 2015. Until now, it's how many? Not less than 10 years.
Still
less than 10 years.
9 years.
9 years time. So yeah, that is also not long, but the thing has been growing very, very fast. And of course, in the industry or Industrial Revolution 4.0 will be what? Maybe that is an era currently that we are in.
Yeah, that one is called about the autonomous, where the AI come in.
Yeah, a lot of people think that, hey, I already have all the automation in my production floor process very well. I'm 4.0 compliance. Not yet. Not yet. So that is only about automation. But autonomous talk about, interoperability between, connectivity, talk about connectivity, talk about the decentralization, things like that. later on we are going to talk about some of the key principles about the Industrial 4.0. But what is the main gist of Industrial Revolution 4.0? Of course, Industry 4.0, we focus very much in terms of efficiency. How can you do everything, without man or without human intervention? That is the key thing that they were trying to achieve, so that the whole thing can be driven by a cyber physical system where data can be connecting in any direction, anywhere, so where all the decision making can be automated or running somehow autonomous thing, in order to complete or to get the transaction over. That is the main key thing about Industrial Revolution 4.0. The second part is, of course, we focus very much in terms of profitability. How to make best profit out of your process. How to not only the profitability, also we talk about some of the efficiency, profitability, and also what other things in Industry 4.0? Time to market. These people want to make this thing, they have a 3D printer, they put it in, thing can be come out in this one, maybe in the 3 days time, you can come up with this product, time to market. So this thing is all talking about less human involvement, but you can still achieve what you want. In fact, you refer to one of the factory who make this hard disk or SSD, so they say that one is you can off the factory can be running on the dark, with some AGV running, nobody running in the factory, everything is automated. At the end of the day, you are able to get the product what you want. Okay, so we talk about 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and 4.0. Is there a 5.0?
I'm not sure is there a 5.0 or not.
5.0, of course, people already draw out the whole thing. And then maybe we haven't got the clear standardization yet, but I think it's already, a lot of this paper already published, 5.0. So, a lot of people, a lot of this factory, bloody hell, I'm still on the 2.0, you 4.0, 3.0, I haven't experienced yet, now you talk about 5.0, what is that? Yeah. So, coming to that, we will talk about that a little bit more. But for those of you who is just tuning in to our channel, thank you very much. Those of you who are our follower, thank you very much again. Of course, some of you do not want to follow us live. I know you guys are watching us, offline. Doesn't matter, as wherever you like. But more important thing, please help us to share, like, and subscribe. Yeah. So this is very important. And then for those of you who are in this field, or you have a great experience, you did a lot more research in this area, please feel free to comment or give us some suggestion, or whatever thing that we have just touched is not maybe it's not correct, please correct us, in the comment. We thank you so much for your feedback, especially on that part. But we will come to, in our session, usually we have this small slot, 1-2 minutes advertisement time. Advertisement. So can we play some music? No, actually we don't have music to play. Okay. So maybe Keller will start with this thing.
Okay, so this one is IoT gateway.
Yeah.
So this is 𝐼𝐶𝐽120. So this is on my hand. This one is our new product. This one is the old product. So they look very similar. So the only difference between them is the new one, they are using the HDMI, while the old one is using the VGA.
VGA is this side, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, VGA, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, correct. It's a VGA.
It's a VGA. So this product, you can see we have 2 LAN ports. Then this one is the COM port, where you can do the Modbus RTU. And then, yeah, just beside the HDMI port, you have a digital input output. You have a 4 input, 4 output. And you have 2 USB ports over here.
2 USB port also.
Yeah,
and the same.
This 2 is for the antenna. We didn't install the antenna for the Wi-Fi or the 4G SIM card.
Okay, so Ken-Leong just mentioned about this 232 as usual. This 232 port is very important, as you know, for most of the IoT gateway, whether you want to connect to some sensors, you want to connect to some Modbus RTU device. This is very important. But a good thing about this, the new or the old, it comes with this 232, 422, and also 485. You know, you go to the shop floors or you go to the factory, sometimes you have some old equipment, old equipment. So where you need to support some of these kind of serial connection with the old ways, old style lah. Maybe sometimes 422, sometimes 485, 232. 232 is very common. Yeah, 232. So our device support COM with a different form factor, not form factor, different type of communication. 232, 422, 485, and LAN wise, we have 2 LAN. I think this one is gigabit LAN. Nothing much to say about that. But just one thing to highlight, because Ken also mentioned about this what they call the digital I/O. Yeah, this is GPIO. GPIO are generally TTL signal, 4 in, 4 out. This is good for you to do something like I/O controls, capturing data switches, counting. You have a program running there, you can count. And then we have also an interface board that already being done on the isolation. Already isolated, the daughter board already isolated, where you can isolate your ground, the external ground and the internal ground. This one is very important for industrial application. Of course, DIN rail mounted is a very, very key thing also. Yeah. DIN rail mounted. DIN rail mounted is you just pop, it's done. This DIN rail mounted. Of course, this here you can come with the 2 and this is a new one, right? New one come with the 2 opening here. This is an optional antenna where you can put in 4G, even 5G or Wi-Fi. Yeah. So our gateway come with this Wi-Fi. And very last thing is about the HDMI. HDMI is previously Ken-Leong mentioned about this VGA. This is the HDMI. The new model, they look more look nicer, I think, in terms of design. So it's called 120E. So, and very important is when comparing the IoT gateway with others gateway, this of course is an Intel-based gateway where the storage can be expandable. You want to put 1 terabyte, can or not, Yeah, you want to put 1 terabyte for your storage. You want to put the SQL database inside, can? Yeah, we can do the SQL database. You want to talk MQTT, those are driven by software. Yeah. So for your information, our gateway is driven by 2 major software package. One of them is Node-RED, if those of you who use this open source Node-RED. And then, of course, you can also use the embedded SCADA. We have this embedded Tesla SCADA that can drive inside. And also, you can also install, let's say you want to run on Windows. Those things we talk about that was, we are talking about the Linux based. So of course, in the �𝐴𝐿𝐴 embedded API, so it support the nodes. It gives you all the nodes for you to, when you do node rate, you want to do I/O control. Yeah, you can use a node to trigger. You don't need to write a very low level in order to access that. You can use a node directly, and then also you can use the node to publish MQTT. That one is a node rate supported already, yeah. You can also use the nodes to capture the health status of the device, where you can publish that onto your management dashboard. Then you can check the health status of the gateway. This is how you can use that. So of course, compared to those ARM-based, right now ARM-based is also catching up. They have a big storage and things like that. But I think in terms of flexibility, this guy also, is proven. It's a DVT test. If DVT tested up to 70 or 75 degrees Celsius, depending on your requirement, that can be possible. Yeah. So, what can you use this for? In the IR4 process, if you want to collect data from your shop floor, from your manufacturing plant, there are two key application that we can do right now. We have this so-called AIoT OEE, OEE Connect, AIoT OEE Connect, where it has already got some engine that can work with some OEE device in terms of availability, performance, quality. Those data can be collected externally. And then the other one will be AIoT Process Connect. This device can act as a process data collector. So that's how this guy can be used. Okay, that sum up the whole thing about the advertisement. So advertisement done. Okay, let's come back to, can I have a slide? Okay, this is a diagram. Just now we talked about first industrial revolution, water power, steam power, and then mass production, assembly line, electricity on the industrial revolution 2.0. 3.0, we have a computerization, automation. 4th, we have a cyber physical system where everything is being supposed to be autonomous and automated. Yeah. So talking about that, I just want to ask you, or maybe some of the audience, is the advance of the technology or the advance of the new invention that trigger the industrial revolution, or the industrial revolution actually trigger the invention? Is the steam engine come first, or the industrial revolution 1.0 come first? Or the electricity? You can see the pattern. We talk about, when the steam engine, it's kind of an invention where mechanically, this thing can be generating the power or energy. Electricity also another invention, from Tesla to all the electricity. So let's talk about 1, 2 first. Is it the invention that triggered that, or is it the revolution they've already set up to trigger that thing?
I think it's the invention trigger the revolution concept.
The invention trigger.
The technology comes first.
The technology comes first.
Okay,
that part we can argue about that, or you can leave a comment also. That is very interesting. I think no one has talked about this one because I thought about that for some time also, coming up with this question. And then you can see also in the third industrial revolution and fourth industrial revolution, there are something also coming in where what? It is communication. You see the communication, wireless communication, 2G, 4G, 5G. What about this 2G, 4G, 3G, 4G? You know, is that the trigger? Is that the technology that trigger the industrial revolution, or actually the industrial revolution needs those things so that it boosts out the invention? There are two parts here. What do you think?
Oh, this part I'm not really sure.
But I don't know if you come across or you thought about that before. For me, I think the steam engine, the electricity, those things can be, it can be interchangeable. But I think for myself that the electricity is because you need, because during the steam, you use a steam way, it's very hard, it's not so portable. Then we need something. Maybe that thing will trigger. You have to invent some electricity in order to drive this thing, energy, something like that. Yeah. So that's what there's maybe no right or no wrong. Maybe if you have some idea, or you can sure share with us. But on the communication part, also it comes to a different pathway where communication, because humans need that. Yeah. We people need communication. But then along the way, when this Industrial 3.0 come in, suddenly we think that, before stepping to the 4.0, we need a lot of this connectivity. We can use the communication to make up a connectivity. So maybe during that time, it boosts up even faster. That's why you can have 4G suddenly. Now you have 5G, because this revolution need that. Suddenly I feel that I want that thing to when AI come into picture, you want to do a better streaming, things like that. That is totally my idea. But then you can think about that part, because overall from 1.0 to 4.0, or even next time 5.0, what has in store for us, or for human being, or for the industrial player. Okay, let's talk about the other part. Can we move on? Yeah. So as far as we are concerned, me and 𝐸𝐿𝐿, we are talking about the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence. That's where we have this. Can we move on? That's where we have this AIoT. Yeah, AI and the IoT. So when we come to the Industrial 4.0, the very first principle is the connectivity. In the connectivity or interconnectivity, we need a lot of a lot of communication, where sensor have to talk to the machine have to talk to the maybe to the phone, or to the gateway, or then coming to the human being to see, or then connect to the cloud. All these things need Internet of Things. Yeah, you need IoT a lot. Yeah, you need IoT a lot. So connectivity is one of them. And then coming to the part where when all these thing is being connected, certain decision making can be more decentralized, rather than all coming to the same centralized server to make decision, or things can be done on the separate places, a very decentralized method. Why? It's because that we have this data transparency. Data transparency, where you can keep all the data everywhere, but everywhere has got their own set of data, from a process 1 to a process 2. The process 2 having your data, so is able to formulate, or is able to prepare for you what are the things that's upcoming thing that you have to handle. Yeah, so that is the data transparency especially those people who run the production floor. You will find this data transparency is almost important. That's a key principle about this Industrial 4.0. And then the last one will be the technical assistant. Yeah. So why is this technical assistant important now?
Okay, so the technical assistant, for example, the AI, it can help you to make some prediction, forecasting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have usually in this case we have this machine learning or AI machine learning can be on the cloud. It can be also on the on-premise.
Yes.
Yeah. So with that, it can suggest to you. It can suggest to you in terms of assistant, what kind of forecast or what kind of suggestion, or even in the predictive maintenance. One of the predictive maintenance where you can pop up to you. This part is going to wear off in the so day, in the next coming month, so you have to change it. That kind of technical assistance we're talking about when we talk about autonomous. So see, connectivity, data transparency, decentralization, technical assistance, these four key principles is actually at the back driving the whole process or to make up a framework of our IR4. Yeah. So of course, the whole IR4 cover many things. Yeah. Maybe we can move on to this part. So for this part, still remember when I asked, do you believe that the Industry 4.0 can give you peace of mind when you're running a process or you're running a factory? No? So, do you believe?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Okay. So for me, I think the answer is also yes and no. Also yes and no. Why is it yes? It's because the whole IR4 thing, they already cover very nicely. You don't need so many human beings to run the thing. You can run everything autonomously. Without without bothering you. Things. So the process can be so fast. You want to bring up something, people ordering, can come to that kind of productivity, time to market. So the answer should be yes, right? Yeah. So the no part is when you are too focused, when we are too focused in the machinery or in the automation or in the autonomous or AI, everything. Human not important, correct? Become not important. Then the people start to move to other place. So what happened when you have something different coming in? Nobody is going to help you. Yeah. So that's where it can cause you a collapse. That's why you can see on the why 5.0 come in. 5.0 come in is because they focus on more human-centric. They want the people who to drive the thing rather than you sapu all these people at the side. So I have 4.0. I'm very happy you stay aside I don't need you anymore. That is not the right concept. The most important thing right now, the whole world talking about sustainability. Yeah. So whether or not you are able to sustain or not, yeah. If you just purely on the 4.0, all the people will run away. You don't need them, correct?
Yeah.
So it won't be able to sustain. That's why, in order to make the thing more resilient, that's why 5.0 is being tabled out. You have to take care about the human factor, where you can using the human factor, and the human supposed to be used to empower the whole process that you already have. But the fundamental is the 4.0, 3.0, 4.0 must be there. Yeah. But you cannot straight away jump to 5.0. 5.0 so you don't need anything. Correct. So I don't know whether we answer your. Is that a reasonable answer?
Yeah.
Ah.
I think another reason is
Yeah.
you also need someone help you to manage all those IoT AI things.
Yeah, at the back of the AI is still human being. Correct. So you can empower these people in that area. Yeah. So as you can see, we just want to recap this part. In 4.0, you can see the difference between the 4.0. The 4.0, we are very digitalized. We're going for digitalization, very value-centric. Wow, productivity, efficiency, you must hit this. The timeline you must meet. By using 4.0, I can handle all these things. Efficiency, I apply IoT, AI, data analytics. I can make sure all the quality is good. Fast time to market. Most important thing, I gain most profit. 4.0 is very value centric. In the 5.0, then people start to realize, hey, yeah, like that also cannot, because at the end of the day, let's say anything happen, we got nobody to back up, also a problem. So in the 5.0, it's more human machine collaboration. Sustainability is also one of the point. Previously, we talked about ESG, environmental, social. Social also, I think, it could be one of them. In the 5.0 way, they take care about more human satisfaction in the workspace. Human satisfaction, more human-centered kind of design for all your autonomous thing that you want to do. Of course, safety is also one of the main things. Satisfaction. I think most important thing is sustainability. So that's why also the ESG becoming more important. No point you gain everything, but the world is not able to sustain. Let's say the earth is not able to sustain. What can you do? So the future trend is to the sustainability. I hope that will summarize that we already touched on the very fundamental industry 4.0, where AI or IoT is being involved. That will be covered in the other part. This topic we are going to go on, until if you find this subject is relevant or you like this one, please do subscribe to our channel. We need more subscription from you guys. And do you have any last word to tell the audience? Yeah. Please, if you have anything at all in terms of AI or IoT application that you want to apply, in terms of fulfilling your industry 4.0 mission, or future 5.0 mission, please do talk to us. We are always willing to share with you. So with that, I would like to end this session with Sembang bukan sebarang Sembang.
Kita Sembang technology.
Kita Sembang AIoT. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next session. Bye-bye.